Hey, it's Nay, and welcome to Hey Nay. So, the topic for this episode is temptations in dating. And um, kind of what I want to talk about is very short and brief, but I thought it was important for me to address. So, what do you do when you are tempted to sort of be with someone outside of your relationship? And before I give a complete answer to that, I want to say that it's not what it's not abnormal to sort of be tempted by someone else, and that's just because if we're attracted, if we're sort of attracted to certain qualities, and those qualities are displayed in another person, that you still have that lure, like you still have that that attraction. You still have that sort of feeling towards that. So that happens quite a bit because some people have similar qualities. And if you find those specific qualities attractive, it is not weird for you to sort of be attracted to that person. But tempting is sort of taking it to another step in which you feel like you want to do something. And feeling like you want to do something and then actually thinking about doing it. So a lot of people say, like, if you're thinking about cheating, then then you're likely to cheat, or you might as well have cheated because it's still bad. I think there's a little bit of a caveat there. So it's not about you know being tempted to necessarily be with that person. I think it's more about planning. Like, oh, if I do this and I do that, and then this happens and this happens and this and everything and blah, 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 and then that can happen. That's where I understand when people say, if you're tempted to cheat, you might as well have cheated. Um, but again, I think, and this is sort of answering the question, if you feel that much, if you feel, I guess you could say, if you feel that much tempted, I don't even know if that even makes sense, what I'm saying, but if you feel tempted that much, there we go. If you feel tempted that much to step out of your relationship, then maybe you shouldn't be in it. And I know it's hard to sort of understand that and realize that, but I think you just need to rethink sort of um, who you want to be with and what do you want, you know? And first, I think it's important to evaluate your own relationship right now with your significant other. And then you need to also think about yourself, and what this means. Because, being attracted to someone doesn't mean you need to have them or you need to be with them. If that was the case, everybody would be together essentially. And that's not the world we live in. But I think there needs to be a lot of reflection, and again, it's something that is sort of involuntary at times, in which you sort of can't help but feel that draw towards someone else. But again, actually contemplating how you can be with that person or actually being with that other person is wrong. But again, um, the ways you can sort of avoid, you can avoid those things is just by really, really thinking to yourself and thinking and sort of deciding what you like and what you don't like and what does this mean to you. For some people, it means that they want to spicing up their relationship a little bit more, in the sense that, hey, like, this person seems like someone I kind of like, but I don't really want to be with that person. I like who I'm with right now. But maybe maybe I like the way, you know, this person talks, or maybe I like the way this person dresses and things like that. And, you know, if that's something that you find, I guess you could say, really attractive, then you can communicate that with your partner. You can let your significant other know, like, I kind of like, I kind of like when women wear this. Do you mind wearing that sometimes? I know some, I know some significant others tend to um, tend to like to hear those type of things. So if you're sort of saying sort of like what you want and what you desire, sometimes you're able to do that, and it could be a mutually beneficial thing. You sort of share it. It's sort of like fantasies. You're playing out each other's fantasies, um, and sometimes that's just all you needed. That's all you needed. You needed your significant other to show that they still care about you, and that they're willing to still draw you in, still keep that fire alive, still keep, you know, the fireworks and everything. And I think that is a major way in which you can handle that situation. Another question is, what if you're tempted to be with someone that you shouldn't be with? And in this case, a lot of people still go for it. And I don't think there's nothing really wrong with going for it, as long as you know what you're getting yourself into. Don't go into a situation and be like, oh, I can't believe this happened to me. Oh, this person did this, especially if you knew the type of person that person was, you knew who that person was. So if you want to take the risk and the chance just for the thrill, go ahead. But I think if you know someone is bad for you and you can't handle that situation well, you should try to avoid it to the best of your ability. But again, I know that can be hard. And the way you can do that is sort of, again, self-reflection, as well as sort of, speaking to people, speaking to your friends, and just, telling them, getting what they think, and their opinions about maybe people you've been involved with in the past. Because sometimes a person on the outside can give you a better view of what's going on than you can. And if you want to see someone in a professional capacity, therapists are definitely great for that as well. I always say that everyone can benefit from therapy. It doesn't matter who you are. I think therapy and counseling is something that is rewarding for everyone. But again, like, a lot of this all comes down to self-reflection. You have to realize what you want and what you don't want. And you have to realize what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. And a lot of times we don't know these things until we're confronted with it. So when you're confronted with it, reflect and then communicate. Let your significant other know that, you want a little bit, you may want a little bit more, or, you want to try something new. There's nothing wrong with that. And if you're single, maybe you try to date someone who's completely different than who you normally would date. Try a new experience. Try to go to a different location than you normally do when you meet people. And if you're online dating, try a different website, try a different application, or change your profile a little bit, just try different things and new things. Because, you may find that there's actually someone else out there who you're more attracted to. Okay, well, that's it. I didn't want to talk too much, and I just wanted to let you guys know that. So thank you all for watching. Like, share, love, and remember to always start your day off with a hey. Goodbye.